That sounds awesome.
Okay.
Okay, then I assume you guys can hear us again. We're gonna open the windows so you can also hear the party crowd outside. They're relatively quiet. And we go back to our regularly scheduled program. So yeah,
Okay.
You were saying you're basing this on Sprint, right?
Yes. And removing all the other stuff. So now
So this is a super simple skill. The scale up thing we're going to kick out for now, but because we're not doing scaling with this. And now what we're going to do. First we need to, okay, so this is a weird thing, because what I want to do is I want to give the player basically full determination, but then it's going to wear off really fast. And I don't want it to wear off. I want it to like stay at about 100. And right now I would say we have no way to like put determination at keep it at a certain value. So we're probably gonna hack it in by like repeatedly doing that, right? Okay.
Yep.
It's not pretty, but it's gonna do the job. And again, we're basically prototyping those skills, and we're gonna put them in fast and then see if we do them prettier afterwards, if they're good enough to stay.
So
yeah, if you don't hear us or see us, you have to probably reload the stream, but then I'm telling those to the guys who already reloaded, so yeah, you already know that.
Okay. So now we need something to repeat. So there's a ticker that.
Oh yeah, the ticker.
How long? It's duration 5 times per second.
Yeah, that should be enough.
That's enough. Okay.
Now the thing is that, so my main question is this: if somebody stuns you during that time, I don't want it to interrupt you at all. We have never tried that out, right? Like we have no stun immunity or something coded in right now.
Yeah. It's basically I think it will be a very short stun.
Okay, is this like expensive? Can we do this like, I don't know, 15 times per second? So we like do it once per frame, once per server frame. Let's do that. Let's do it 15 per second and see how
we can try.
Okay.
Okay.
But one note to us is I think we need like proper immunities to stuff, and we should make a note. I'll make a note on the other computer. So I'm going over to my tool where we make feature requests, and I'm putting in we need proper 100% immunity to effects.
Duration. 10 per second.
Oh,
okay.
You guys can see me. 10 per second?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
10 is okay. And the timeout is duration 110. So it should call this method for duration times 10 times with a delay of 1/10
of a second. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hardcode, okay.
No, it's okay.
All right, yeah. No, we're gonna change that anyways.
Whatever.
Okay, good. So
good enough.
So now we have a thing that basically hits us with an effect every X seconds, here every 10th seconds. And now we're going to tell that thing that the effect that we want is we want to have determination set to 1.0. We have a determination function. I've used it before. It is inc. Yeah, that increases by a factor. I think since it's capped to 1 anyways, we just add 1 every time, and that basically caps you out.
So the caster gets 100% determination increase.
Yes. Okay. So that's the first thing, and then later on we're going to do the sprint
I will
part.
Add a small test.
Actually, so put the speed buff also in the thing already. That we can like. Oh yeah, you already have it in. You have the speed buff. Okay, it's already in. Nice. Good. Then that's basically in theory a skill, and we can go into the game and check it out. So first it has to reload, I assume.
I'm not sure.
You have to commit the ini, and then we have to train.
Oh yeah, I will teleport back to the city.
I'm moving over to my computer so I can play it on this computer here.
Is there a... Oh, yeah. There is a skill. So this is the skill we just scripted. Let's try. How it exploded.
Okay.
Time to call nil. Probably the same as last time. I forgot to adjust the names somewhere.
Good.
On cast. Oh no, I forgot to press F6.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, now I'm also kicked out of the game. That is a good sign. That means that it's reloading.
Hard
And we'll
reloading.
see if it works.
I forgot to save the ini file. Probably.
Those are gonna be like really nice duels, one-on-one mage duels. So we have found out that we're playing like rope and staff in one-on-one duels a lot because it's like super skill-based. You can reflect stuff, you can mess the other person, and now I have something to counter the mess. Oh yeah, you look like you're maxed out.
Yeah, and it stays 100% for quite a while.
Okay, I will get me a different character where I have some snares and stuff. Let's try that out. If you could stop hitting me, that would be nice.
Yeah, okay.
I'll get me all the bow skills.
Oh.
Either form. Okay, let's try that out. So you cast it, and well, let's first look at it on your computer again.
Sound is too loud.
Sound is too loud?
Somebody said the sound is too loud.
I'll try to speak a little less loudly then. See if that works.
Yeah, we
so
can reduce the. Okay.
So let's run around a little bit and put the skill on. Oh no, it's the in-game sound. That's probably the game sound. For some reason that is on again.
Yeah,
Let's just
shit.
turn it off. Okay. Sorry, game sound is now off. So let's press F4, reset stuff, and then hit the skill, and it puts you at 100%. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can recast the skill now, and I'll try to snare you.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything. The knockback did work. Okay, stop running for a sec. Please cast it again.
Done.
It still knocks you back. That is weird because the knockback should normally be blocked by determination.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it implemented?
Yes,
like this?
it works that way. Maybe not in that skill though. It's not called knockback.
It's called what?
This is called bow swing. This one. So what I just figured out is that I can still knock him away with my bow, which I shouldn't be able to do.
Oh, grip.
Yep, exactly. That's the point.
And the distance?
Is push entity direction. That is.
There is no.
Can you please check in with the scythe, what's it called? The chains ability. Yeah, chains. Scythe chains. Okay, but in the
Yeah, I know. But I need this to navigate.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. So here we also push someone.
With determination.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. If I'm stupid, then I'm stupid, and it's just wrongly implemented. So let's. We should check all the push that we just made because they should all be influenced by determination.
Okay, let's check the push.
And we have never done that. That's bad.
Push. Swipe. Side swap.
Sweep.
Push.
Yeah, all of these should be affected by determination.
Okay, then I can.
Right now there's no.
Sure. Then I will mass replace.
No, well, let's like double check those things because.
Rope link. No.
No. See. And that is Quake, yes, that
Yes.
should be affected. And then is Gravity. Okay, yeah,
No.
that should be. No, it should.
Yeah?
Determination
Okay.
saves you against that stuff. Okay, so now we figured out that I fucked up scripting that correctly. Now that is fixed, and now we can check that thing again and hit F6.
Rope link and this. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Try again. Enter. Navigate to here. Okay,
so you can run around with your either form. I'll try to knock you around, see if that works.
Okay.
Well, if I can't hit you, I don't really know. Snare doesn't really do a thing. Do it again, hit it again.
Okay.
Okay, now you're safe from that. I'm gonna get me the mess quickly. So what we're gonna try out is the following.
I will remove the test thing here.
I am going to get me a staff, and I'm gonna skill stasis, and you should be immune to that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna swoosh. Yeah, I don't know why more people don't have like multiple camera setups. We could do like awesome shit with that. But for now, so okay, your job is you're gonna hit the ability, and then try to cast your incinerate onto me.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. Hit it and then cast. Okay, so what it does, it still interrupts you. You still get interrupted by stuff,
sure.
but you cannot be like held down, which actually is not bad, because that's basically what the thing is going to do. It's not making you immune to interrupts. It just makes sure that people can't hold you down a lot. Okay, but the duration is too short. Like 6 seconds is just not long enough. So I think we need to give this a little more. The only problem I have with that is that the speed buff is...
We can give the speed buff a shorter duration if you want.
That's a little inconsistent. I think what I would do is I would kick out the speed buff.
Okay.
Let's kick out the speed buff. There's like too many effects at the same time.
Then no.
No, that's actually it's not bad to do. No.
There's an icon.
Okay, so yeah, let's not do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the speed buff effect, and we're going to take this skill and we're going to turn it into a 10-second duration, which should make it a little more useful. And now basically for 10 seconds, you're immune to being like slowed, stunned, all those things. The only problem we have right now is you obviously don't see it in the character because he doesn't show any sign of that besides the determination being up.
The bar.
Yeah. The other thing we should do is after the skill ends, we should set determination to, it's a good question, 0, or can we do what it was before? Because the problem is like I don't want you to like have the like added 10 seconds determination bonus.
Let me check it.
But I also don't want to take away the determination you had before. Like, can we read that is the question, save it and then...
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's do that then.
Not very pretty, but we can.
Okay.
Ether,
so we're gonna go to our nice little skill. We're gonna read when we cast a thing, what is your current determination?
No,
instance is normally the word you use.
Okay, so instance. Now we read out the current determination of the caster. Yeah, that's from the character component. Read the determination. Not very pretty, but okay. And we store it in instance. Instance is each skill cast carries around a small scope where we can store values, because we want to use the value we had at the beginning later when the skill ends. So we store it. Initial determination is this one. And then
in the end we set it back to that.
Invoke later, probably.
Yeah. So after skill duration.
Caster. Timeout is skill. Oops. Skill duration. Sorry.
Skill duration.
And that's gonna reset. Okay, then another function, reset.
So reset basically sets your. Do we have a set to value?
We can. It's basically 100, and we can decrement it by 1 minus.
Well, 1 minus
the
that.
initial value.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
1 minus initial determination. And
That makes no sense because then you have, yeah.
this way.
Wait, that just makes it negative now.
No. It decreases by the...
It decreases by the difference between before. So if I had 0.3, then this decreases it by 0.7, and so I'm back at 0.3. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. Let's try it out. Let's
add
try it out, and then we'll
set
research on Cody's question. No, on Cody's question, which is how does this interfere with the 5 magic missile skill? And I think you might be right. It might totally break that because we didn't implement the other thing properly. Well, let's check it out in a sec. I'm swooshing over again.
So no speed buff anymore.
Yeah, you're running around.
What should I do?
Nobody can do stuff to you. You can't be held down. That's good. And then we'll wait for the 10 seconds to end and see what it does. But it doesn't do anything.
We need,
which is weird because you were at 0 before.
Logging.
So beforehand you were at 0. Which should get to 0 again. It's weird.
Some debugging that I can actually see the values. Invoke later. Okay. So reload and try again.
Yeah. So now we're checking to see in the log what happens.
7%.
See if it gets called.
And 7%. Okay. Probably you can't increment by a negative value.
So you can probably not increment by negative value. Can you check what determination inc does? Does it call a different function? Nope.
Let me check determination inc. So now that's the determination inc C# backend code.
Yeah.
That actually is the code that gets executed when we run determination inc. And
so this is outside of the scope of code that I'm allowed to touch.
So I'm just jumping around. And it should work even with negative values.
But it doesn't. And now comes the beauty of code.
So let's check the skill meter.
Did we fuck this up?
We had the correct initial one. Okay, then let's display the calculated value and then the new determination.
So now adding more debug outputs to the code so we can see what's happening.
Okay. And we should probably decrease 10 seconds to something that is shorter because testing is boring with 10 seconds.
You can make 10 seconds, 1 second in 10 seconds. But then even the reloading will save the time.
Okay.
0 minus 1, 1.
It should be 1 and the new is 1. The initial.
So the initial determination is 0. Where did? Alright, that's the point where I'm out because I don't know what the problem is and you can find it.
Okay.
And I'm going to try what Cody said, and that is how does that interfere with the 5 missile skill from before? And the answer is it completely breaks it because now the stun doesn't really get applied properly anymore. And we actually probably should get that fixed before we get those skills out. And you can't see that because I'm on my computer right now, but it is totally like that. And that is the problem with making a game that has a lot of skills, a lot of dependencies, and you then hacking stuff in. It does lead to those problems. So now at this point, it's super boring to watch because Sebi is going through his code trying to find the error, and now a lot is going to happen there.
And
so
if I don't find it in a couple of minutes,
Yep.
we will continue with
but
the
I
next.
have questions anyway. So what you guys can do now is figure out what skill we should work on first, work on next. Because once this thing here is done, we have a couple more we can work on. And I'm posting the link to the document in chat. So you can go into this ability idea document. And everything that's yellow is marked for experimentation. So you can go in there, read stuff, and then post in chat what you want to try out.
Okay, that was.
And yes, if you're really interested in like debugging, just keep watching the stream. And also I'm gonna read the skill that Johan posted. Share and kill. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, fuck you. That's like the third joke I don't get for today. Oh man. That's not even pay to win, it's like social share to win. I'm not sure if that's good enough. Like if you want like the insta kill ability, you should do more than just a Facebook share. I'm not sure. You can add a new Kickstarter tier, like the $5,000 tier is you get the insta kill ability. Ah, just kidding, by the way.
Okay, something happened. -1. Oh.
Was it?
It correctly decremented the current determination.
So it worked as it should, but it then didn't.
Yep.
That is super weird.
Yes. It is.
It definitely is weird.
And I don't have a clue what's the reason. Okay.
Well, me neither. Worst case, we keep our little bugged skill in. We
Yeah.
jump over to one that is like less bugged and more interesting. And I'm quickly checking what stuff there is. Oh yeah, the whoop whoop parties are starting outside. Like, I can already see like fire out there and like flickering lights of different sorts. And also I see a dinner booth that is open, and that makes me really hungry, and I'm thinking about going out and getting food.
We need one more skill. Okay.
Okay,
Then I will just
make a note.
remove this.
Or just keep it in for here.
There's debug and add a tiny to-do.
Yep.
To-do. Does not work.
Yeah, the base is coming from outside.
properly.
Actually, there's also a club right below us, and I think that club is not open yet, but in about an hour I think they'll start, and then like music is slowly gonna start getting louder and louder. So whenever we're in the office till like, I don't know, 12, 1, 2 a.m., then this like really keeps us awake. Like the only thing we actually hear is the bass. Anything else gets like cut out.
Yeah, but it's horrible.
I don't think it's horrible.
Nah,
Actually, I
maybe
like
it's
it.
horrible.
I do like it.
I
Like,
don't
it,
like
it keeps me awake, and
Oh,
even if their music sucks, the bass is normally like
Yeah.
decent. But for now, I'll close this.
No.
I'm opening the door.
Okay.
Yep.
That's okay. Yeah, we constantly open and close the window during office day because I want it open and Alex wanted it closed.
Yeah, there's never an agreement on like that.
Okay. So the next one would be swap if we continue with rope.
Yep, it's the war drums of our area. So should we do swap? Yeah, let's do swap. Okay, swap. Swap is interesting. So swap is an ability that basically you target, and it. How are we gonna do that even? Let's look at that first. So, does it shoot out a projectile?
No.
An invisible one? Is it just the ray cast?
No, we
Does
could
it
just you target like the mess thing or the
we make it a
sleep skill, and then
that is
characters.
That is super. No, fuck that shit. Because what's gonna happen is this: you run up to someone's city. The other guy is on the other side of his wall. He's like, "Hey, fuck you over there." You're like, swap, and you're in his city, and he's out.
Yeah, we could push the characters. Then they would stick to the wall and don't actually.
Okay, that's cool.
swap
It does
places.
obey. It needs to obey collision. That's important.
we can like push and pull the characters around,
Okay,
so they would crash into the wall.
That's
and
okay.
then
That's doable. So you can actually like annoy someone on the other side because you can target him, but he doesn't. Okay, that's cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I want a dinner too. At some point before I go to bed,
Yep.
I'll get me a dinner there. That's the good part of being in the party area. They're open till like, I don't know, 3 a.m. or so, and you can always get food on certain days.
Okay.
What's wrong with pulling people out of cities? The problem is this: there are no safe zones in the game, right? But you still sometimes want to be reasonably sure that when you're AFK or just running around with a lot of loot, you're kind of safe if you don't fuck up. And so outside of a siege, walls are invulnerable and they should protect you if you don't do something stupid. And so I just don't someone to just like grab you and pull you out of your city. That like violates the safety of your little home, of your little castle. It sounds fun when you talk about like doing that once, but once you get to the point where you can't go AFK in your own city anymore because someone pulls you out, it just stops being fun.
We could actually do it this way: that the character you targeted gets teleported to you without with ignoring collision, but you can't. So you could pull people out of the city, but you can't go into the city. It's a little bit weird because
it's the same shit again, right? It like violates that. No, and also like in general, I want abilities to like adhere to collision rules. So if you expect like if you run through a wall, you shouldn't get like, I mean, we're in a fantasy world here, but some rules are rules, and one of them is like if there's a really massive thing, you will collide with it. You will not just teleport through it, and we rarely make exceptions from that.
So I will copy.
Is our office all in one room? Yes, there's one room. I can actually, I'll take this tiny camera and I'll show you. So what is there? That's hard. So this is the door. This is where the office starts.
And that's our flower.
That is our tree, which we liberated from a. But what was that even like? It was a bigger company, and they shut down, and we liberated the office equipment and the tree. Yeah. This is our door. Back there is our printer with our stuffs and our couch, which is not very comfortable, but you can sit on it. And this is our wall of planning, I would call it. The ventilator. Marcus? Hi. That is me. This is a bit hard. I can't even see what I'm pointing at. And a computer, a second computer, and then on this side we have CB and the window.
Yep.
And here outside you can see the blinking lights, and not much party going on. But basically, there's 3 of us here in Munich. We're all in the same tiny office in a startup center, basically. And then everybody else who works in the game does that remotely. Dave is over in Australia. Michael is up in Berlin. I think he's also in the chat. I just saw him I just saw him write something here. Yeah, we could make it super short range, but then it probably like starts to be less useful in combat. So for now, let's not teleport people through walls and see how it feels, and then we go from there. Stuff. Oops. So I'm going to quickly jump over and look at the visual effect that Marcus made, and I'll be back in a sec, and you get the stream.
Okay. Okay, I just added the start method for the new skill, and I want to base it on the sleep spell, at least the aiming part, and that's on cast step sleep. No. Ah, okay. Here it is. Oh, that is. That queries a short arrow. Oh, okay, that's. I will just take this and adjust it. Rope. Okay. So. So it just scans a short sphere and takes the first. Takes the first character with this boolean and do something on the character. Actually, that is not necessary. Okay, so here we want to add the swap positions. And this is just displaying a different particle effect if you miss. Okay. Show effect, circle, that's okay. That's swap. Okay, so we have the character that got hit and the position of the character, and our position is caster pos, I think. Yes. And caster entity. So we need to push the caster, that is us, from 2, that's a vector from the position of the target to us. So we the characters probably will meet, collide in the middle, or we will see. I'm not sure how this will work out.
So swappy time.
Yeah, probably the characters will probably hit each other in the
they don't
middle
swap.
or we will see what happens.
Can we tell them that they collide with everything but not with each other?
No, that's not possible at the moment.
Let's see how that plays out.
I think one will move to the other and the other will just don't move, but we'll see. And so we have the caster that should get pushed from the target position to the caster position, if that's correct.
Wait, the caster is pushed from caster to target position?
To target this way, and the other way around.
Don't we also have a teleport command? We have one, but that would ignore walls and stuff, right? Why don't we do it this way? The push-pull part ignores collision, but before that we check for collision.
We don't have a method to check for collisions in the scripting at this point. That's why. Simple, but that's why.
Make note.
Oh no, that's not necessary.
Yeah, I would say let's make a note. Okay, but we try that out and see how that goes.
Pause. Cast. Collision.
It might be cool, it might be crap.
Okay, let's see what happens. So
2 or more layers of collision, yeah, and like multiple collision flags and stuff. I think CB already worked on similar stuff today. Because before that, you already, like, when you teleported, you collided with like basic
triggers.
With yeah, invisible triggers that have no collision, so this does not happen anymore. But yes, okay. So basically, we need a second character now and
Yes.
train. So I'll get my character out. Oh, and also my game just crashed.
Oh, that's bad.
That is bad.
Bad for the game.
I have a crash report here.
Yeah, then report.
I'm gonna send it in later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll restart the client quickly. Good.
Yeah, we didn't expose a lot of the collision low-level stuff to the scripting system. So no multiple layers, no
So far.
special cases, no.
Yeah. So what you also see, this is better. So what you also see during the stream is that a lot of the things that we have in the game like are implemented and work, but it's like super rough. There's so many edge cases that are missing and details that are missing. That's all like the stuff that we have to do next to like turn this from, oh, I'm on the wrong server, to turn this from an alpha version into an actual finished project. Cool. That looks good.
Where are you?
I'm logging in.
Where are you?
Is the little green dot representative of what the server sees where you aim at?
Yep.
Yes. Exactly. So if Sebi moves his mouse around and you see the little dot following him, that is network lag. That is basically his, I don't know, 50 milliseconds ping or so. I think you have a ping of 50 or something, and that is just the delay.
And there's a red box below the character. That's the last known and last acknowledged position.
Yeah. So whenever you play the game and you feel that like it's shooting somewhere else than you actually think it does, that is the problem with the speed of light, and that we can't get information to you and back instantly. It's okay on a 50 milliseconds ping or so, but once you hit like 150 or so, it gets bad.
Yep.
Okay, so wait, yeah, let's teleport. Like, let's do it. That
As
did
I expected.
not work very well. Can you get closer for a second and try that again? See whether that works. Like through me. Oh, it just okay. It does that.
Yeah, it teleports me, pushes me against you, and then you hit me. Oh, we could
That's
just
not very useful.
check if this is really the case. If we use teleport for 1 second.
So same thing
Just
about
to
teleport.
see if this is, yeah. So caster goes to this position, and the other goes to caster. I hope it won't explode because they are at the exact same spot, but we will see.
Okay, so you're afraid it might explode because for a second they're in the same spot and then stuff goes bad.
But
So we could put a little delay in or something. Okay, let's see what
we
happens.
could do random offset or so, but
Okay.
it's just for testing.
For now, we try.
Yeah,
That actually worked. Huh. We could, of course, like again leave that in for playtesting. Know that it is exploitable by pulling people like out of cities and stuff.
Yeah,
and then if we like it, we fix that. But
pull the characters next to each other,
a little.
move them a little bit.
But that's like
That's weird.
weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
I think it's better if we keep this and then we fix that
Oh, and
later. Can I try
No,
that out?
that's-
Well, actually,
no,
I'm gonna
no,
get
you
the skill
can't.
and I'll try it.
no, you can't because I always use the wrong button.
So Luke in chat says we need more than 15 ticks on the server simulation side. What do you say, because you know about these things?
Yes or no. Yeah, for the cooldown, the movement is not affected by this directly, but the cooldown and the activation times and cast times and things are affected by the 15 frames per second on the server side. And we will change this probably, hopefully, but together with the traffic reductions or optimizations I did.
How does traffic optimization help us in increasing server ticks?
Because if we have less traffic on the update, we can do more updates.
But isn't the problem that it's like a server's CPU power limit? So if we go from like 15 FPS simulation to 30 FPS simulation, then you have half the time to calculate stuff, and therefore...
Yeah, that would be true. We have half, but most of the time the frame idles is...
Okay, so it's only a problem in like many players?
Right. And it's a value we need to adjust and...
Okay, so 15 FPS is not fixed.
But it probably won't be 60 or perhaps 30 or 20, but we will see.
So swap is interesting. It does work. Swap me.
Yes.
You can still swap me even though
what?
I have full determination, because this ignores that stuff. It's also not very pretty. Like
we could just ignore the swap if the determination is higher than whatever.
Wonder if there's any way to like put determination into the swap calculation, like
don't swap if higher than.
Sure, but is there anything that is like not just digital, as like swap or not swap? Is there like half swap? I don't see a half swap.
Yeah, we could scale the vector between the characters and
then they would get closer to each
yeah,
other. That's weird, right?
Yeah. Swap is swap. It's swapping or not swapping.
That's true. I think for now to like experiment with the skills in combination, I think if someone is over 99% and don't swap, because that allows you to be immune to that thing, but many edge cases.
Teleport and made. You're reading the okay.
I'm also reading chat. Do you have a plan on having a teleport on a mage 2?
Oops.
Well, right now, those skills, the teleport and the swap, are on the same class. They're both in the robe armor. So if you look at my character, then I can both teleport, zip, and I can swap, zip. We're still not sure how people are even going to use that. I mean, so far teleport is used to like get out of like big explosions. It's used to catch up with people or go away. The swap is a different beast. Like, it's very good to like it's going to be amazing to get into the enemy stack, cast your big explosion, and then teleport out. It might even be super overpowered in doing that. So maybe this thing is just like not. Like maybe this is just like a bit too much.
But it's a super weird skill.
It is a weird skill, right? I like that, like, whoop. Like, what happened? It also needs a lot of feedback, as in what just happened, because you just get randomly teleported.
Currently we have the mess,
the
lightning thing.
Yeah.
So you get some kind of feedback, but
a little bit, but then it's like behind you and you rarely see it. So yeah, Blink is already there. There is a skill list an ability list on the website that you can check, and that will give you the list of everything that we already have. Bye, Cody.
But the skill works okay.
I'm still thinking a bit about should we make this thing a little bit harder to hit. I think so. Like right now, it's very strong. It's like super easy to hit, super cool timer. So now it's like tweak this a little bit and make it a bit harder. If I can get into the ini, yes,
you can tweak it.
Tweak it a bit. Swap
here, and I will be back in a second.
Okay. So now it's me on the main computer doing things. Some travel time until you hit your target. Yeah, the thing is also that right now characters instantly get teleported, though actually eventually we want to show like a bit of movement. So we're going to move you over very fast instead, at least visually. We're going to add a couple more effects. That's going to make it easier to figure out what's happening. Because that is a problem right now. If someone gets teleported or pushed, it's always super instant, and that looks like lag and it looks weird. And we just need to implement that part. It's already half implemented, it just needs to be done and launched. So what I'm going to do now is think a bit about how to make that skill a little harder to use. So I feel like you can use this like way too often, so we're going to increase that time here a little bit. The cast time feels okay, but the where is it? Cast time is okay, but the radius is a little bit too big, so it's called here, it's explosion radius here. I'll put this down to 1.5. Energy cost I don't care much about right now. This stuff is all old and we don't need it. Max count 1 is good, this goes out. Is there a projectile radius? Why is there a projectile radius? That makes no sense, there is no projectile. So let's delete that projectile radius here. Though determination inc we have. So something I want to do is, since you teleport around someone else, I want to give that other person some determination, just to make up for it. Determination is something that you always get when you're affected by some crowd control ability. And teleport, to me, is some kind of crowd control. It's someone else putting you in a position. So I'll give you a good amount of determination for that. So I'll take the determination increase function from before. And at the point where you have been teleported, we're going to give determination to entity. And we're going to give, how much determination are we going to give? Why is there double brackets everywhere here? Okay, let's just, in our display box, we're going to give you, what's it called? Determination inc here, 0.35, might actually not be far off. So, do we have an equivalent effect somewhere where we're pushing? Yeah, we have a push and a pull. So let's quickly look at that. Here's letter come. It gives, it's very similar.
Don't break anything.
0.31, 0.35. Let's make this 0.4 and we're good. And now we should have a skill when the server is currently restarting that we could try out. See how that goes. And I'm going to read chat for a second.
Okay.
So, interesting question. Should this be a projectile so you can more easily dodge it and reflect it and stuff?
The swap.
Yeah, the swap. So it makes it way harder to hit, but it increases the amount of interactions we have. Yeah, but how would a reflected, how would that thing reflected look like? It would probably mostly explode.
No, it would teleport yourself onto yourself and nothing will happen.
So nothing happens. It's basically just a...
It's like casting the thing on yourself. Nothing will happen. I tried it.
So it's actually a cool idea. Like if we go back, because I also had the first idea. We shoot a projectile. That projectile is basically... It's dodgeable and it's blockable, and it also adheres to line of sight. So we can do like shoot projectile. If projectile hit, then swap. And then the swap is a teleport, which always works, but it adheres to collision.
That's true.
But actually, we could try that. Let's try this quick version of this. But I think it's actually a good idea, and we could try that. And then we see how that works with reflect and what happens. But yeah, most likely you're gonna stay where you are, which is okay. For the mirror ability, why are you patching? What's happening? Oh yeah, Marcus has new stuff.
effects.
Oh yeah, we can put the new effects in for gravity vel in a second. So we're gonna like try this out. We're gonna try out the projectile idea for swap,
Yep.
and then let's have a quick look at gravity vel afterwards.
So
Of course, it's a great idea. Yes, sure. If you want a job as a designer, just like I can fuck off. I can get myself a donor. You take that job. I would be quite happy. Just like send in the designs and we'll put them in. No, but it is a good idea. Like I like it, and we shall try it out.
what? Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, so many windows have swapped.
Too many windows.
Okay, so let's try this quickly. See how that feels from the like
I don't
timing.
know what you
I just changed like time durations and like size. It's a little smaller now. Okay, that's like nobody cares. Determination increase seems okay. Okay, let's fucking make a projectile out of this.
Okay.
Can we see Marcus' new effects? Yes, that's the next thing we're gonna do after this. So we're gonna try out the projectile version, and then we're gonna get his stuff.
Okay.
I'll put Marcus on the stream.
So
I can't even see a preview of the stream anymore.
I can.
Can I get the stream preview here? No, here on this
Oh,
computer.
yeah, sure.
Good. So we'll put Marcus on the other screen. So there's
By the
someone
way,
there.
I'm a programmer, not the effect guy, but
Yeah, he's not the
to
effect
say
guy,
I'm the effect guy.
but he's the best effect guy we have in this room, like by far, like by a long time. Sebi is actually like a decent 3D placeholder artist, and he's a really horrible
I'm a decent placeholder, yeah, thanks.
You're a decent placeholder for a 3D artist. You can make stuff, kind of, but he's a really bad 2D artist, and I'm a bad artist at all things artsy. So
But
yes.
then we make got low poly style 3D models.
Oh yeah. We also have a nice game that we spent like 2 weeks on. It's called Alice, and Sebi did all the art for it. Well, that's not
not the
helpful,
art,
but we're gonna show you the game at some point, maybe. Okay, so what we're gonna do is first we need to change everything so we have a projectile.
Yeah,
okay, you're doing that. Okay. So I'll just talk over him doing stuff. But basically, once the projectile thingy is in, then we're going to switch back to gravity vel, and we're going to see how it looks once it actually has effects and stuff. And a lot of people say hi.
Magic bolt. Okay.
Decent 3D placeholder artist. Yeah. Like he already has trophies and stuff. We already have like
What? Oh.
like this is a trophy that he actually won.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that you.
No,
Last
we
year.
did a talk,
Oh,
and
yes.
we got this stupid Pac-Man for
Yeah.
this
So
stupid talk.
we did a talk, and the only thing we got was this stupid. It's a Pac-Man. What's that called? Like a piggy bank.
Yeah.
Is it working or?
It is working. Oh yeah, wait.
We never used it.
Okay. Now everybody's like
Yeah, us people have some damage.
piggy bank. Yes. So we have trophies for things, and he shall get his trophy for being a decent 3D replacement modeler. Kind of. Okay. So spawn projectile. Doopy.
Oh no, that's not a good idea.
What projectile are we going to use for that? Oh, we can reuse. We will again reuse the incinerate one.
Target entity. Okay.
We make sure it only needs to hit one.
And then we have just this and determination. Okay, so I take the.
Yeah. And once you're done, like zooming around, I'll explain what actually is happening on the screen.
Whoops.
because at this point CB speed is like whoop, 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 whoop.
How can we get the position of the character? I forgot. Oh, there's the position.
Target pause.
No, actually, it's not.
Oh yeah, target pause is
I
just
think
the
it's get
position on the ground.
Yeah, it's get position.
Okay.
Okay. So. Yeah.
So now here he has to make a couple of checks, and that is once the projectile hits, does it actually find the player at the spot? And then once it finds the player, we'll need to get this player's position, and then we can freely teleport around.
Yep.
So we will teleport caster to target entity to pause, and then we put target entity to caster pause.
The same.
And let me reread it again. We spawn a projectile that flies over there, does swap hit. If there is someone, then this happens. If there is none, nothing happens. Good?
Okay, nothing is.
No, nothing happens. Okay, and then we go into our skills ini because we have to do put a couple things in, like projectile radius and whatever.
We can yeah.
Let's just put them in by hand.
Swap. Okay, here's the swap. Projectile range.
Projectile radius. It should be a really small one. So 0.5. The projectile itself is not very big.
Radius.
0.5.
0.5.
Yeah. We need projectile speed. It should be reasonably fast but dodgeable. So I would say about 30. Yep, exactly.
Projectile
Awesome.
range is already.
Let's
there.
not overdo the range. Let's be a little smaller than the teleport range that we had. Is there a range already?
No.
Can you check for teleport? Is just one above, or two above, or something? There's teleport, the blink, yeah, blink.
Distance.
9. So let's make it 7. Let's make it 7 because I don't want this to be like super long range where you like pull someone out of a stack and you're totally safe all the time. So you need to.
We don't.
No, we need an Are we gonna make it? So how are we gonna do that, right? So
yeah.
I think we're gonna give it a little bit of an explosion.
And,
so you can
query like the normal.
Your 1.5 feels good.
Okay, then we.
Determination ink we have. Well, then we try it, I guess.
No. Then we need to actually do a range query here with the explosion radius because this is only a direct hit.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's the.
So what we need to do here is we just treated this skill like only the projectile itself. Like if the projectile hits you, then something happens. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of like a little like circle around the spot where the projectile hits. So if you like really like barely miss someone because of lag reasons, then you'll still kind of like get him in, and for that he needs to add that in. So we figured out that like making a lot of these stuff like just like very straightforward ray casts where you just hit or you don't. This is like really nice in theory when there is like 0 lag or something. But since we are playing this game online, we always need to like make it a little easier for people to hit. Therefore, like it gets a little radius in which you have to hit.
And we only hit 1.
Yeah, and we can only hit up to 1 person, else it gets weird when you swap with multiple people.
Yeah, that would be the case. So then we can just do it like we did it before.
Luke says swap projectile shouldn't adhere to friend-foe targeting hierarchy. By default, there is no friend-foe targeting hierarchy. So you can use this skill on anybody in the game. Your friends, everybody, your enemies, whatever. Sometimes we, when you hit multiple people, we will, but you only want to hit one person, then we kind of sort them. So like heals hit your friends and like damage hits your enemy. But for single target stuff, there's no need to do that. So whoever you hit, you hit.
Yeah, but we should probably. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the if this one is.
I think sorted is good. Sorted is distance based, and so is perfect. That's exactly what we want.
Okay. So let's try.
Okay, let's try this out.
So there should be a projectile. And
There is a
There was
projectile.
one ugly one, but there was one.
But why did it have the wrong target? Oh, the targeting is fucked up because it's not changed in the ini. We need to change targeting modes.
Yeah, the targeting is
Okay.
wrong.
Okay, but in general, it does send a projectile and it changes positions.
And if
So it was a little laggy and weird
let's
there.
see what happens if I shoot at the container.
Can you swap position with a container now?
Let's see. No.
No, nice.
Okay. So we need a decent preview.
Yeah, decent
Cast
preview, and then we'll see. And maybe a
So-
different projectile. We can just use. What is it good? We'll see.
What's the first staff spell? Staff.
So Luke asks that there is an AoE, and if it will, like, okay, you're right. There is an AoE. When it finds multiple targets in there, it will do two things. A, it will prefer targets that were close to your mouse cursor when you shot the thing. And B, it will prefer targets that are closer to the center of the circle. So we are not sorting by friend and foe, but we are sorting by who did you most likely want to hit. Hope that explains it. That's what the smart targeting query does.
But we didn't use the smart one.
I'm pretty sure you did. Oh, you used sorted, which does that,
Yeah.
not smart. Sorry,
Smart
also
is
smart is actually the
already
friend foe one.
friend
Yeah,
foe thing, yeah.
Good.
Swap.
swap.
We need swap. Okay, so we need probably a projectile asset that doesn't suck.
We can use magic bolt for now. Explosion.
asset is whatever.
Yeah, for now.
Whatever for now, yeah. Is ray.
It is a ray.
I'm not sure.
Sure.
if this
It is because of the fast projectile needed to be raised. And then we don't need any of that, but
Audio.
quick cast is false.
Is there a quick cast?
Yeah, probably is already one. Target preview here.
The target preview
No, that
is. We want this. Line AOE radius.
The
what's
radius
that?
is wrong. Radius needs to be the other radius, 1.5.
And the
And that's it.
line with the projectile
It's already
size.
0.5. This
Okay.
is correct.
And quick is quick necessary? Is there a is quick?
False.
Okay, but
No. Good. Good. So this looks like it might be good.
and the server should probably restart, but Isray is duplicated, so we
Get an
Isray
error.
is
Ray. Okay. Whoops. That was two lines.
much. Okay, so let's see what the server does. Restarting, and now has cast shader effect is duplicated. Welcome to copy paste land. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the reason why we eventually have to turn this into a more database-like approach.
Alright, perfect. It's
Yeah.
working perfectly.
Sure, it's amazing. Because there's a lot of copy-paste errors happening, and it just like costs time, and it's annoying. So
Yeah,
killing anything, but
we
it's
have
annoying.
an inheritance system in the ini files if we use it.
We have an inheritance, so
Yeah.
we
for the items. I used it for the items, or I implemented it for the items. Yeah.
Maybe we should rework that stuff soon.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go to Luke's question. Now let's see how that works in general. So this is a swap. Can we swap him? Whoop.
Yes.
It swaps them. Okay, now what we're gonna try is I'm gonna move over a bit, push Marcus out. I'm gonna go like through the walls and shit. See if you can like swap me. Okay, wait, stay there. Shoot me with the swap.
The range is too short.
Actually did work. So you can. Oh, these guys, do they ignore collision? Can we?
Yeah, you can shoot over the
Oh,
boxes.
okay, okay.
So
Boxes are officially low.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it
even
with
if
the walls
they look high, but they are low.
and try to get me through that wall.
That won't work.
I guess, but we'll still try. Good, that did not work. Now I'm gonna get me reflect and see what that does.
Only the client preview is a little bit off. if we shoot through the wall.
Mhm. So now I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna put up reflect and then you shoot me.
Okay.
Go. How nice it. But you get you got the determination increase.
Yeah, because I swapped with myself.
So what happens if you shoot yourself?
The same as reflect.
Okay, so
It
we
will
need to make
fire.
sure that determination only happens if you hit someone else and not yourself.
Okay, if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the intended
Okay.
thing here.
If caster is not entity, then
Yep.
determination.
If caster is not entity, if entity.
Yeah,
is
actually, we
caster.
can just skip everything if you hit yourself because
Yeah. Let's just do that, and then we have none of the weird
teleporting
parts.
is
Yeah.
just not very. There's one, and only do this
If caster is not the entity,
the
then
one that casted.
yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's try that
The
out.
entity that we hit. Yep. Okay.
And then we'll answer a question after that.
So worked. And
Okay.
if I hit myself,
It
nothing.
doesn't, and
Okay,
if I put up the shield, you press F4. That is too slow.
Yeah, it
Do
was.
that again. I put up the shield. Okay, that is better now. And now I'm gonna try a different ability just to check out how it works with that. I'm gonna go to the leather, and now it gets really interesting because leather has a skill called ability called tumble,
Oh,
which
that-
if you
that-
get hit, teleports you to the back of someone,
Oh,
and
okay,
let's
that
see how
goes.
that goes.
What? Yeah, it interrupts my skill.
It overrides your skill.
No, it interrupts it. I think it totally cancels the skill. And
Oh yeah, we said that is actually awesome because that is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
We want this to override this. Okay, happy little accent. Let's try one more time with the heavy armor reflectors. And the reflect, it's transform pain. Shouldn't do anything to it, but we'll try it. I'll press 3 and then you boost death.
Okay.
Good, that is as it should be. And then I'll do this. Perfect, that is how we want it. Cool. I think that skill actually works now. It still needs
Visuals,
more visuals and stuff. In general, let's do a quick fight and see how that stuff works.
Okay, but
Actually, it's completely useless in one-on-one. It might lead to a couple nice swaps with. Oh, I have an idea.
side.
I have an idea. I have an idea what I can do with it. Oh, it doesn't work because it's on a different. I want to teleport you into my trap, but then the trap is on a different armor, so
Yeah.
it doesn't combine. Is there any ability that would benefit much from it? I think bow might be. I'll get me a rope with a bow and see what we can do with that. So I'll get reflective aura, ether, and blink. Oh yeah, so Seonin asks, will there be skills with the option of when hostile do X and when friendly do Y? The answer is, it's technically possible. Only, we have a hard time distinguishing between hostile and friendly in a hard way, because someone who is in your clan is kind of friendly. Someone who is in your group is most likely friendly. What are other people? What if you meet someone, what if you want to betray your clan and you can't attack them at all times and you want to work with a different clan? Is that clan now hostile or friendly? From game mechanics, I don't want to put that into code too much. So we can do that, but I tend to not want to put friend or foe too much hard coded into the game context, because this is a sandbox sandbox game. You make up diplomacy. You define who's your friend and your foe, and shouldn't just be defined by this person is in your clan, if that makes sense. And now, shall I kill you?
Yeah, try.
Can I kill you? Should have. Maybe take the skill.
I don't have that much damage.
And that does not hit. So what I'm going to do is like this and then that.
Oh, I can't heal.
And now you die. Ah, fuck. Did you cancel that?
Yes.
Okay. And goodbye. Ah, come on, just die. Okay, so that stuff works. We'll give it a couple effects, put it in testing, and see how it plays in a real siege fight. I think it's mostly like siege stuff. It's not going to be that huge in like 101, but we'll see. It could be awesome if you like. It's really awesome if you want to like catch up to someone and get that guy into your team. So I would use it for like catching up on people, only friends or only foes or in different ways. That is possible. It's just probably like a little bit hard to do that in the heat of combat or figure out like pre-sort all of the server. I'm not sure, but in theory it's possible. And if you can come up with an interesting like design for it, or just like an idea, just put it on GameLoop, gameloop.io, put it on there, and we'll get to it eventually. Like all of these design ideas, please like write them down and put them in GameLoop so we can see them and then we can discuss them in depth. Because in like the middle of the live stream, it's hard to like really think about stuff. But if you give me a little time, we'll actually think about that. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some VFX. Yes, VFX in. Waka 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 waka.
Markus?
Ja.
Sind die auch in der Asset-DB drin? Prefab-DB-Ding? Okay.
Nee. Dann machst du die lokale.
Ja.
Das ist im kleinen. Ah,
Okay.
sorry. So sometimes we switch to German because actually we all in the office speak German. But for our stream, we're trying to not do that, so you can actually hear us, understand us.
Unity is gone. No. Ah, it's here. Okay. Still here.
So you can show them the like DB and stuff. So this again, we're back in Unity, and we have a couple things that we built in there.
And it's here.
For example, I think you want the effects, VFX DB. Oh, the pref DB.
Just basically, it's a list of all the assets we can spawn or static assets we can spawn during game. Not the characters, but the boxes, effects, all the
like everything
entities.
that is not baked into the game map, basically.
And it's not a character.
Search after gravity.
Where is it? Gravity.
So one cool thing about Unity, it has a pretty decent search function.
Yeah.
Okay, we just add
No.
everything.
Pretty sure
That's
it will
not-
double.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, you built it. I'll believe you.
Yeah, it only adds the things that
in
are
either
not
form.
already there. So.
Either form is also yours. We can already put that in. But it misses one. That's only two.
Yeah.
It needs gravity projectile.
Yeah, gravity projectile is probably
It's not in.
one of the holes
No.
here.
No, it's
But
not
I-
in because you didn't select it because it's not in here. It's in a
Okay.
different folder.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Just
sad.
search for gravity. Because for some reason our VFX parts are split into different.
Here.
No. Cast,
Gravity?
impact, and projectile. So look for gravity again.
Yeah.
Before
what
you
are
click on random
searching?
stuff, gravity.
Gravity.
Wait,
What?
here, projectile.
Ah, okay. The projectile. projectile.
which is in
okay.
projectiles for some reason.
Yeah, that's okay.
Eh.
Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of projectiles we didn't have in there.
Yeah, probably
Test
dummy
stuff.
ones.
Ensnaring shot, exhaust. Interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Um,
So we have them now.
good. Then we need to test inside Unity.
Yes.
So,
What's going to happen now is that Sebi is going to play the game from inside the Unity editor. Before, you've always seen him play the game in like the... It's hard to explain. It's the build, which is when you hit build on Unity, it makes the standalone program that we then hand on to you, and that was a similar one. But now he's actually playing it in the editor itself, which is always slower, but you don't have to press build before, and sometimes it also helps with debugging.
yep. Okay, so what gravity well was the effect?
Gravity trap.
So we have.
So yeah, a game loop takes a really long time to register. That might well be true, and you should definitely tell that the guys who run game loop. They definitely have a feedback form or email address or anything. Like, they're nice guys. They're up in Berlin, I think, and they will definitely want to hear your feedback. But since we're not making game loop the page, we can't really change that. And I will forward it for you if you send me an email with that learning.
Okay.
But not inside the stream.
So what's the effect called? Show.
It's same setup as with Incinerate, basically.
Yeah, show VFX. Okay, then incinerate.
Yeah. It has a cast, it has a projectile, and then here we have the
Incinerate has a show
effect circle.
right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So now Sebi's putting in
Wow.
the visual effect.
Gravity.
So the effect is split in 3 different parts. What he's now gonna put in is the like big explosion in the end, because that goes into the skill script in the current setup. The casting effect and the projectile effect are being defined in the ini.
We have these two parameters.
Yeah.
Trap. Okay, so we need explosion radius, and we have explosion radius, and we need explosion asset, and we have explosion asset. Okay, so what's the name of the thing? Gravity trap impact.
Yep. Gravity trap impact. And
Is this the explosion?
That's a two. Yeah, exactly. Impact is the explosion,
Okay.
and cast is the cast.
Then that's the
Makes sense.
Cast. Do we have a cast here? Somewhere?
Projectile incinerate should be projectile gravity trap, and the
Like
cast
this?
should.
Yes.
Okay.
And the cast should also be on here. Yes, I'm confused that it isn't, but I guess.
No, yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah, cast asset.
So it's gravity trap cast.
Gravity
so
trap
like the impact, but with cast.
It's also 0, good.
Okay.
So, and when that stuff is in, the server has restarted, then you can check it out on the Unities. And we see how that looks like. Should probably go to a mob camp.
Yep.
I think the guys from Game Loop are also not working on Game Loop full-time anymore. They're now actually working on developing their own game. So send them the feedback, but I'm not sure how fast they can actually do that. If we figure out that in the end that this tool is too slow, too annoying, we might switch over to something else. If you have a good idea, tell us. So far it has been the best tool we found, because posting ideas in the forum is just horrible because we just lose them all the time. We need some decent voting tool.
Okay. Oh, I teleported into the building. Yeah.
Let's go to 175, 175. Let's go to 175. Yeah.
Okay.
Slowly loading, and then we'll see how that looks like if you press E. There's a cast effect on the wrong spot. This
Okay.
thing is obviously the wrong, and this is kind of, okay, this is like pre-broken. I think the projectile was a, he did not find the projectile.
Yeah, the projector was
cast position was wrong. I'll let you guys figure that out.
Okay, projectile gravity trap. Projectile.
Can you do proper voting on Trello with people you don't have to give manually access to it? Because I know Trello, but I don't know any proper like voting platforms in it. Yeah, they like make a screenshot to remember. That's nice and all, but I want an idea that is like public to you guys too. Like what I want is an idea to be posted and then revisited by other people, because else it's just like me deciding that that's good or not and then ignoring it. But we could actually like work on some ideas and make them work if we have them in public. So again, post them on Game Loop so other people can like look at your ideas, think about them, give you feedback, and allow you to make them better. So that's the reason why we started using the whole tool in the first place.
Projectile gravity trap. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, we could use an open Mantis. We could use any project management software and start hacking it to allow for those things. But in the end, to be honest, it's gonna be more annoying than what we have right now. Game Loop actually, like, it has a couple downsides, but so far it's the best tool for that job that I know. Like hacking something that's actually meant to be a project management tool, that's gonna be really annoying for you guys. Like, I think nobody really wants to work in Mantis. At least not if you're getting paid, like if you're not getting paid a lot for that. Mantis is annoying.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, but if there's votes in Trello, I might give it a second look once I have time for it. Wait a minute. So, swooshing back.
Loading and retrying.
Nope, nope, and nope. I wonder why the cast position is so off.
Probably the effect is off.
Oh, prefab and stuff.
Let's pause and see. Ah, too late.
The good thing about playing in the editor is you can just pause the game at any point, which you normally can't. So we can now have a look at why our casting effect is like somewhere but not where it should be.
Oh.
And you can also like look at the 3D scene. So actually like show them a little bit of like the game world, because you guys never see that, but this is actually how the game looks like
From behind.
If you look at the game from behind, you see that it's all 2D besides some things, like some are a little 3D, but they look really shit from other positions. Like the whole game is made to look good from exactly one perspective. Like, what's like 45 degrees and
Like this.
specific camera angle, yeah. Allows for a little bit, but not for much. The only thing that's different is the characters. If you like zoom in on the character and like move around a bit, you'll see that the character is like a full 3D model that works from any side. The only thing that makes the character look 2D is that we put an outline around it via shader magic, and then it looks more 2D comic-y. So yeah, let's see where the thing is.
Gravity.
So it's down here. It's doing things down there.
Yeah, but
Where's the prefab itself? It's off.
way off.
But what is about the stuff below? Can you? Oh yeah, that looks like the right position.
Okay, then I'll check the prefab.
Okay.
Gravity trap.
So
That
what needs to be done here is to look at the effect itself and fix the position that was off.
probably.
Probably. Which is not off. This, by the way, is our test scene where we have a lot of assets.
Effect test scene.
Whoa, sorry, tired. Yeah, where we test visual effects. Wow. And a really nice missing effect because you can't read what core of the Unity engine.
Yeah, that's Unity being broken.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Strange. Okay, what's the? That's the projectile.
Oh yeah, that's the wrong thing actually. You
Yeah.
want the cast effect.
Yeah.
So projectile was in the right spot, it was just the wrong one. So cast effect, oh yeah, that's already off. You can see it from here.
Yep. Where is the? Here, at the top.
Sphere pulse. Cloud, but even sphere pulse is off. Why is that off? Should that be off?
Okay, let's.
We should probably compare to
another
Incinerate,
Cast. Puncture cast.
Where that-
Puncture
where
cast.
that?
is also.
Just like open it and see if there's a
10, 0, 0, and 10, 0, 0, and there's a rotation. No, okay. That's
whatever, like
Okay, here's this one, and
yeah, that's not gonna help you. Like it's a totally different effect. You can try comparing it to Incinerate, which is the exact same effect. Because the gravity trap is built on Incinerate.
yeah, but it's basically the positions.
Like while there's debugging happening, does anyone have any questions on, I don't know, Unity asset creation, 3D versus 2D, visual effects, any of those things? I might not be able to give a good answer, but I might be able to give an answer.
So there. Okay. Actually, they look quite similar.
Yeah, so just like the stuff that's below the sphere pulse, is that just like off?
Flash last. Delete no particles. Okay, that's obviously not necessary. Okay. I think.
How are we compensating for camera angle in aiming north versus aiming south? By which you mean you can see further up north than you can see to the south. I think we're actually not compensating for it right now.
No, because you can turn the camera around and see more than.
No, you can't turn the camera around.
No, not the camera, the viewing direction.
You can always anyway see that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I remember. So since you can, since your camera is in the spot between your mouse and your character, you can see quite far around you, even to the north and to the south. And this allows you to, like, even in the like part where you normally can't see that far in the south, see until the edge of your view range anyways, because your character has a radius in which he can see other entities, and after which it's basically fog. Yeah, so even in the south you can see to the edge if you just move your mouse down there. And that goes for all sides. You can also, like, you can theoretically, like, see further to like the left or to the right because your monitor is wider, right? And the screen format is a different one. But since it's a circular sight range around you, that doesn't help you at all because you can't see any entities in there at all. It helps you a little bit to see the environment, but it's not a big deal.
Okay, it's still broken and I don't know why.
Whoop. Questions, are there any effects like poison that last for a while? Yes, there are. There's health degeneration in general, which you can interpret as poison or bleeding, or which we might call poison or bleeding at some point. There's also other effects like stuns, messes, snares, power blocks, damage buffs and damage debuffs. We right now don't have any abilities that take other effects off you or take poison off you or something like that, but that's all planned for the next like bigger ability expansion. So there is going to be exactly those things in there. So the totem, for example, does a lot of like poison damage and that kind of stuff, and there's going to be removal effects for that. Yeah, there's also effects that you can apply on someone with one weapon, for example, but that can only exploit it with a different sort of weapon, which is supposed to foster interaction between two players, which is in the game, but it's not very well visible, and it like needs a little bit needs to be redesigned a bit. But there's like different effects. Like the thing that you've seen before would like add effect in the skill scripting. That is the effect system in there. Looks quite okay in the simulator.
But the cast is still
The cast
off.
stuff.
Where's the cast off?
Can you pause it and figure out like what is off? Is it the pulse, the clouds, or so the clouds are 0, right? The pulse. It's both at 0 and still off. That's weird. What if you put a different effect in the
Yeah, I
guy?
need to reduce the frequency. Oh, that's bad.
Okay, so this is our test character. You just like cast spell effects at the other position, and now we can see
The cast.
what's happening here. Also, the timing is like totally off, but that might be
Yeah.
the test. See you then. Goodbye. Good night and good luck. Yeah, we're not going to overdo it. We're going to go to bed at a reasonable hour today because we have the sneak preview tomorrow where we're going to be in the office all night again. So we're probably, I don't know, do till like 12 or so, and then we're going to call it night, get a dinner, and come back tomorrow. And yes, we'll see you all tomorrow at the playtest/sneak preview session. If you're backers or closed alpha testers.
And one final test, and then
Yeah,
we will
one more
just
test, and if it doesn't
continue.
work, then fuck that, and we're gonna do something more interesting. That looks
Okay, it's,
about a little off.
wrong position.
I wonder if we want to do one more skill.
I think we can do more skills.
I'm gonna look what skills are available and which ones would be fun. We could do like scythe abilities. Yeah, I would like to try those out.
Okay.
Scythe abilities? Cool. Yeah, we haven't even talked about those yet. These are new ideas.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's look at the reap and sow, which I really had a hard time coming up with a name. Yeah, let's go for it. It's probably not in. No, here's side. Reap and sow. It probably should be sow and then reap. But basically, the idea with this ability is that you have an attack that applies a tag, basically a debuff. It's like a. Can you stick with it for a second?
Mm-hmm.
So it basically applies an effect to someone that doesn't do anything. The only thing is that if you hit someone with an effect with the same ability and that effect is still on, then you get a massive bonus to damage. And I think we're also going to add a little bleed, like a little damage over time effect to it. And the idea with this, I want to... So the first attack will be relatively low damage, but if you hit with the second one, then it gives you a massive bonus. And so it's a little bit of like a risk-reward thing again. Like, do I use this attack because I'm relatively sure that I will manage to hit that guy again? Or will I hit him once and the thing run out and then I won't hit him, and at the same time I will have wasted damage. That's the idea with the skill. So basically it's very much based on the sweep, the basic scythe attack. So we can just
check if
take
we have the
effect.
We can add effects and we can remove effects.
And count removed.
And count removed.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's removed cost by skill. Is that like what I want is that there's one skill and this skill applies an effect, but also if that effect is already there, then it removes it and does something.
Yeah.
Can it check for a specific effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's caused by skill.
So by this same
By this skill.
even by this skill, but casted 5 seconds before. That's my main question.
Okay,
Because it
that's
doesn't.
a good question.
Yeah, it doesn't
Let me
take it away at the same
check
time.
this. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is removed caused by skill.
Shouldn't we just like remove effect and like we don't even need, like we want to remove a specific effect, right? And not an effect by the skill.
It's by this instance. So
Which-
if you
no.
cast 3 times, then it.
Different. What other remove effects do we have? Or query effect or something?
We can remove effects
Perfect.
totally independent of every
But
skill.
what
or-
effect?
Yeah, we can. That's what effect.
Okay, perfect. That's basically all we need. We just need to apply one specific effect
Yeah,
and then
but
take
then
that
we
away.
need effects. So we need a new effect type, and that is called.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we call it?
It's in the same. Is it the same category as the like other tag effects? Like yeah, okay, they're in. It's a good question. What's it called? I think I want to call it seed. Seed for now.
Or-
Maybe it's like a seed of
or-
madness or something.
Okay.
So basically, you plant the seed of madness
Okay.
on someone, and then you reap that seed of madness. So we call it seed.
Okay. And now we have seed. Okay.
Does this have to like? Does the server have to be built for that? Like,
Yeah, but it's already done.
local. Okay, good. Okay, so let's do that. So we
Okay.
should copy our scythe sweep for that.
Yep. Sweep.
Yeah, well,
Okay, that's it. And scythe chains.
afterwards.
And it's 4, I think. Yep, next it is 4.
So reap, ERP,
Reap.
Yes.
Reap like this.
Yes.
Okay. And
Why is it 4? Oh yeah, 4 because we start counting at 0.
yeah,
Eh.
why would you count any other way?
Yeah. Fuck coders.
No.
The icon is scythe, I think, reap. Let me check what it's called. Yeah, it's called scythe reap.
Okay.
So let's go through those timers right now. Cast time, it should be a fast one. The cooldown though is going to be interesting. So the cooldown should be about 4 seconds. 4 seconds.
And how long are
like
the
3.9.
seeds?
3.9. 6 seconds. So you have like a 2-second window. Let's try that out. So you can already put in seed
Yeah, but
duration.
you need to put 3 on?
No, just one.
okay,
Just one. In this case, just one.
Okay.
So let's put in seed duration.
Seed.
Duration, and we'll put at 6 seconds and see how that goes. And here we should take out the 6
For
seconds. Some seconds. It deals not triple damage, multiple
More.
more. Yeah, exactly. Good. So can run during cast? Yes. Damage. Okay. So we have 2 damages. We have with and without reap. The with reap without reap damage is going to be pretty. Let me quickly think. Should be around 45, and the one with seed is going to be pretty massive. It's over 9,000. That's 90,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be around
150?
200. We'll make it
200,
in, well, like for now.
Okay.
We'll balance it later. Explosion radius, like all the explosion radius. Oh yeah, that's
It's
yeah.
probably from.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the
From
radius
whatever.
of the thingy. We can keep that with the other thing. Energy costs we should put up to about 60. Push distance we're gonna kick out. There is no pushing in this one. On cast side reap, stack duration. Well, you can keep that because we have stacks.
Okay.
Well, it's like that seed duration.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
call it stack no, call it
Seed duration.
Seed duration is nice.
Kick out stack duration. Max count is 1. You can always only have. Actually, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna remove all of them.
How we use max count?
We'll see. Okay, is quick cast? Yes. No, it's not a quick cast. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay, so it was based on
So,
sweep.
yeah. Sweep, and now it's
So
a reap.
we need Sweep.
So,
Yeah, that's sweep.
to explain, like Scythe basically is a weapon that's built around AoE damage and bleeding effects in the game mechanics, and like in the lore, it's a weapon that's built around like madness, crazy weird behavior, draining, leeching. Therefore, the seed and the seed of madness kind of fits in.
We can only hit one target.
Is a second attack going to apply another seed so you can hit for triple damage constantly? No, the second one is just going to remove the seed.
So we try to remove. If we could remove one, we do more damage, and
If we cannot remove, then we apply.
add the
Exactly.
normal base case. Okay.
Exactly.
Lawful removed. Remove effect. I think it was called like this. Yep. Effects. And on the entity we hit. So that's just like the query method with the sphere. We have one with the cone.
Yeah.
It's just basically the cone thing.
Yeah. So right now, all scythe attacks use like a cone to hit someone. We're gonna still probably work on these like melee targeting things a bit. Yeah. So we
the
remove
count
seed.
is 1.
But let's remove all. You remove all. Like. Yeah.
What's all?
Which is a very hacky way, but all.
All is this.
Whatever. A really
Okay.
high number. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, and now goes.
So if two
If
people,
removed,
if 2 people, oh no,
Yeah.
it would work with 2.
Right now, it even works with 2 people. One applies, the
Okay.
other instantly reaps. That is doable. I want to see how that plays out.
Okay, then.
Yes.
Okay. More damage.
Normal damage.
Normal damage. Okay, so we do scale it like sweep or not?
Oh yeah, let's scale in the exact same way. Damage and interrupt and direction we don't need.
Push, just this. Okay, and we have normal and we have sweep. No,
Seed, I think. Not sure how you called it.
I call it seed.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Seed
Projectile
damage and normal damage.
And then we play the sound effect. We don't play different ones. Yeah.
Effect
Seed 1.
on normal
Seed 1.
entity seed. Oh, and
For how many
I think
seconds?
there should be a duration.
Yeah,
And
factor duration.
Okay, and the duration was
Seed duration. Skill.seed duration.
seed duration.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
That looks kind of like what it's supposed to do.
Okay, we can see the numbers.
Yep. All right, let's start hitting someone. Which is probably me.
And then I will connect.
Are we on the CB server? Are we on CB server?
Yeah.
I am on there already. Good. And I'm gonna quickly skill my character to have a couple different skills to try out some things. A splint mail and a sight. Already has a skill. Awesome.
Oh, I don't have a site. Oh. Okay, disconnected.
Yeah. Loading again. Yeah. So back in the days, you had to have the correct character with the correct skill already. When you start the game nowadays, you can just change it. I like the seed. See what the seed does.
Okay. Alright, you go to the city
We train things.
and switch to site.
Yeah, and go for. Good.
Go for this one. Okay. Yeah, I need more skill points.
So much damage.
Yeah.
Good.
More is better.
Safe.
Okay.
Yeah. So hit me. Yep, that did not work.
Okay. Something happened.
Something broke.
Probably we should hit
F6, yes.
Oh, and the cone preview is 40. And
That worked. I'm gonna check if I get the effects and if they get removed. Oh, I can't see the effect, I assume, because it doesn't have any.
there is no graphic representation, and therefore you can't see anything.
Okay.
We need an icon for this. Okay, so much damage. Then
That
wait.
actually works. So I'll go over to my computer.
But I can't see a preview.
So see if I can use this in combat. So first, I have. Oh yeah, there's no preview. But I apply it, I cue you, and I reap it. And I come here away. You apply it, I wait for roughly 6 seconds, and then I hit this. Yep, thanks for the healing. That works as planned. I go into invulnerability mode, and I hit you with a stun, and I hit you with a reap, and I root you. Yeah, but like the preview would be helpful.
Yep.
It's a bit weird if you don't
check
have it.
the preview. Preview is like handled, no, like ravage.
What's hard is you don't see if there's a seat on the other
Yep.
player because there's no effect again, which is not useful. And now you're dead.
No, I'm not.
I'm resting you.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, read. We need a preview. Preview information cone angle is. I'm not sure what's the cone.
Oh yeah, we need. You can get the same the information for, like basically same setup as with Ravage.
And the radius
Is 4.
is it's 4.
Good. Good.
So I should restart and.
I'm moving my skills around a bit.
Oh, there was a bug. Is quick cast. Oh, I have a duplicate. Is quick cast. Okay.
Because I want to find out if I would actually use that skill in real life. I think so. to reconnect.
Yeah. Some entity on the server had not a number position, and is probably now at 0, 0. Not sure if it was you or me or just whatever.
Random bug.
Okay, I'm still in the central city.
So I'm quickly building up my character here.
Ah, okay, now I have a preview and it worked like expected. Yeah.
So get your character ready, because I'm gonna like kill ya.
And then I will take another skill.
You take different skills. Take whatever you want. You can also play a different character. I'll just try out if like Reap makes sense in a skill rotation, and I think I know how to fit it in. Yeah, actually I think that's gonna work pretty well. So now we're gonna do a little bit PvP, Stevie versus me. He obviously is probably gonna go for his totem build, which he always does, because
Yeah,
he
I
likes
love the totem.
kiting people and poisoning them.
Nobody likes the totem, so somebody needs to
I have
use
a couple
it.
new totem skills. We put them in. Everybody will like it.
Oops.
Stop kiting me. Ah, fuck you. That's me trying to apply the seed.
Ah, I'm rooted.
Yeah. I missed the seed. That's not nice.
Ah. I hate that I can hit myself with a totem.
Applied. Fuck. Okay, it is a trade-off, because if I don't hit that thing, it's just like bad DPS. Fuck, stop doing that.
Short.
Yeah, I have really a hard time figuring out if you have the seed on you or not.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see it, so.
That's the only thing that really makes it hard to right now work with it. Oh man, I'm really bad at hitting. That was a seed popping. Yeah, it also needs feedback on like when you actually hit someone and like you take it off. There's so much feedback missing, but it is working outside of that. Goodbye. I like the seed. It's a skill I can see myself using. Like, I lose the interrupt that I have from the like stun, but it works well with Ravage. Does work well. Should we do one more skill that is like a super easy one?
Yeah.
Fuck. Why did I miss that again?
Because of Shadow Step.
Because of fuck you. Yeah.
Ah.
Now he poisons himself. That's why I pull you in. That's exactly why I pull you. Ah, stop doing that. Fuck you. I just wanna use my seeds. Come on. Why don't you like my seeds? Sounds a bit dirty. If you poison me,
Yeah.
I'll do this, and then I'm gonna miss that, and then I have to quickly apply the seed. Fuck. Reap it. Stop running. Ah, die. Goodbye. And this. I'm out of mana, wow. Thing is expensive.
Which one?
This the reap at Saw.
And the
Stuff too.
yeah. Okay.
I like it. I like it. I'll keep it in for testing. Okay, one more is the damage
Okay.
yourself.
We'll do it in the end. So, which one?
Sacrifice.
This.
Yeah. So this is a super simple version because it's a replacement skill for sweep. It's like
Okay.
equally fast, and it does more damage, but it damages you for it. So you get like high DPS, but you also like kill yourself with it. I want to try that out. Just like basically we take sweep, we 100% copy it,
Okay.
we increase its damage, and then we give you the same amount of damage,
Okay.
and just see how that feels.
Side chain. So, okay, here, copy sweep. So it's fifth. And
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. And it's probably sacrifice.
Let's call it sacrificial sweep as the name. Sacrificial sweep.
Sweep.
Exactly, needs a different
Okay.
text. Wait, just like, well, you can just keep that. Let me write it because the other text is horrible.
Okay.
Slightly pushes.
Yeah,
Oh, so it should push too.
we'll just keep that exactly
Oh.
as sweep. Hurts yourself in the process. Okay, done. The rest I think we can totally keep. So projectile damage we're gonna increase by, we're gonna put up to 120 and then we're gonna damage yourself. So self damage will be 30.
30.
That's exactly the same amount
120 and 30.
from 90. Like normally you do 90 damage with sweep, but if you add that thing
Okay.
See.
Okay.
in, energy cost, and also we're gonna increase the energy cost by not too much. No, 20%.
And we probably need a preview.
It's not, actually it's, I will make it the same,
Oh.
make it a spammable skill. I think that's basically all we do.
Okay.
On cast we'll do Scythe Sacrifice, and that's it.
So sweep.
Yep.
And take
We
that
copy sweep.
Okay, that's the easy one. Okay, and then we have everything the same and additional damage to self.
Exactly, that's
Okay.
basically all. And now you do like damage,
Damage.
the damage, no interrupt, exactly, and to caster,
And the damage is probably just the
damage self.
and damage should scale with.
Oh yeah, same scaling.
Okay. Damage
Yeah, you're right.
scale up, so we have
Local damage self skill.
self
Yeah.
damage scale up.
And it will get skill dot self damage.
Self-damage?
Yeah.
Check self damage. Okay.
And then skilled up damage goes into there, and we're good. That's already it.
Is damage just damage?
Yep, good.
Okay.
That's it. And now I wonder if that fits into a assassin build. Is it? We can already train it, right?
Yeah, I press F6.
That's very nice, that's really
I
fast.
think we could try it.
Yeah, it's here. Sacrificial sweep.
Oops.
So cut off, but it's there.
Sweep, no, huh?
Oh, it's there. Sacrificial sweep.
Okay, it's just the UI is cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
What will I take out?
Okay, for a dummy UI.
No healing, super damage build. Okay, and let's see if I can kill you with this thing once I've set up my skill rotation. Which is broken. Oh, wait. I just took the wrong skills.
Okay.
Didn't click the button. Yeah, that's better. So now I am taking skills, I'm putting them where I want them. And I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Ready.
Oh, fuck this. Yeah, okay, I have to change skill layouts around because that's not working.
And I should place more traps.
Quickly have to move this here. So this is my default attack. QER. Good. Yes, I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Ah, come on. Interesting thing is, when I miss, it doesn't damage me. It probably should damage me when I miss.
Ah, yeah, the damage is only on hit.
Else it's like not very risky. Ah, fuck. Alright, you killed me. Yeah, we need to put the damage on cast, the self damage.
Oops. We can just every time you hit the button. Exactly. Okay.
Yep, let's do that. Okay, reset. Get up and try it again.
Okay.
Yeah, ready when you are.
Yeah, ready. Just ran into my trap. Yeah, the trap with totem is actually nice. Not totally useless.
It's a hard skill to use because if your hit rate sucks, then you're
Whoa.
Ah, come on, why don't you just attack me? Well, the character has like really nice spike potential now.
Oh.
And now I killed myself, fuck. That was a relatively close fight, let's do one more. Yeah, Robin can hear the bass from the club on the stream. Okay. Fuck you. Ah, come on.
Ah, shit.
Come on. Stupid trap. Die. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna run away from you now.
And I'm out of mana. Shit.
In the trap. 150, come on.
Yeah, I poisoned
Yes.
myself, so
Yes, I like Reap. Reap is fun. I like when you get it like set up and it procs. That's fun. Okay, so That was sacrifice, a skill that could work. Could actually work.
So we have these.
Yep.
Oh.
No. Should probably mark them orange for they're implemented, but they need stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there we didn't do stuff yet.
Yeah, orange is okay. Then we have
done
gravity trap and
triple. Both of those are in, kind of, but they still have problems. These nope.
And
Nope.
there's one.
Air the
this
form and
one,
swap with both of them.
And this one. Okay.
That's all we did, right? 6 abilities in 3.5 hours.
One more.
We can do some.
Root, snare break.
Let's check. So we have the
Drain energy. Totem. Totem needs a new skill.
But I want more armor skills. Let's do the
Totem armor.
Let's do the leather stuff. Go on.
Which one?
That is,
Freedom.
yeah. Freedom and Sphere of Silence. Let's do freedom.
Root, snare break.
Yeah, it breaks root, it breaks snare, it
What's
Boost
determination boost?
it just gives you 50 determination,
Oh.
0.5, and slow hot.
Oh, okay, yeah, that should be.
It's not a very, yeah, it's a
Okay,
simple implementation.
so-
You can base it on
Rope?
sprint. No, not rope. It's
Yeah.
leather, but base it on sprint.
Leather.
You guys, by the way, like, we're gonna continue implementing stuff. If you have any questions, hit us with them. I'm still watching the chat. But yeah, we're basically gonna implement a couple more skills until we're like too bored.
Freedom.
I'm getting hungry.
Freedom. Okay.